Big Hero 6 is yet another Disney Marvel movie, because we're not sick of them, are we?
From Walt Disney Animation Studios, the team behind Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph, comes Big Hero 6, an action-packed comedy adventure about the special bond that develops between Baymax, a plus-size inflatable robot, and prodigy hero Hedama. When a devastating event befalls the city of San Francisco and catapults Hero into the midst of danger, he turns to Baymax and his close friends, adrenaline junkie Go-Go Tamago, Neat Nick Wasabi, chemistry whiz Honey Lemon, and fanboy Fred. Determined to uncover the mystery, Hero transforms his friends into a band of high-tech heroes known as Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 is a movie with robots in it, which is the closest thing to a joke that I can actually think of at this point.
You mean you don't know?
Okay, so as I said fairly flippantly towards the start of this video, this is based upon a Marvel comic, one which I had never heard of before this, and I've only done the light research into it, but it is kind of interesting seeing how different some of the character designs are between one another. Though to be honest, the whole being based upon something else doesn't really matter to me. I'm reviewing the movie itself, not whether or not it's a good adaptation. And the movie itself is fantastic. I really enjoyed watching it. It's a fun, exciting little movie from start to finish that I am certain that younger children will like. At the preview screening that I was at, there was a few children there. I kind of wish that they had actually shut up and watched the movie, but they seemed to enjoy it. They really did. I could hear someone crying behind me when a certain sad moment happened. It is a great little movie. There's only really one issue that I have with it, which is that the name Big Hero 6 is to describe the little superhero team that they form around midway through the movie. But the problem that I have is that they seem to come together and become the great hero team that they are a little bit too quickly. I'd like to see a little bit more bumbling, a little bit more fumbling about by them. Maybe they try to stop a small-time crook and it all falls apart or something like that. That would have been nice, but the movie as a whole is great. This is a movie which is ultimately about grief and about dealing with loss, and it treats that subject matter in a very mature way. It doesn't play down to the children. It presents itself as fairly and as honestly as need be. This is a movie which hasn't got a bad bone in its body. It's sweet, it's enjoyable. Baymax is a funny little robot. He's not doing hip, cool pop culture references. It's mostly physical humour from him, and it's great. The cast as a whole are really solid and enjoyable. This is a real movie which, had I watched this as a kid, I would have absolutely loved it. It felt oddly nostalgic to me. It felt like the kind of movie that I would have watched as a kid. This is probably due to the fact that the cinema that I saw it in is a cinema that I used to go to a lot as a kid. So at the end of it, I felt terribly nostalgic. It felt as though, after seeing it, I'd go to the McDonald's or Burger King, get the little toy, and then I'd spend my time planning to watch the Saturday morning cartoon the following week, much as I did with other movies that I saw when I was a kid. Look, there's nothing I can really say about this movie which is negative or bad. It's fun, it's great. There's only the slight niggle that I had with it, but as a whole, it's really great fun. If you get a chance to see it, then go out and watch it. See it in a cinema. Try and get an early screening so you're not having to deal with rugrats running about amongst you, but it's a fun, sweet movie which I highly recommend to you, and I honestly think it's one of those movies that you simply have to watch. But what about you? What do you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section below on whatever web zone it is that you're watching this on. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.